Okay.
Wait, well, that depends. What do you need help with?
Just like seeing, cause like the terms he gave, he was talking about some pace more, but he wants like 0 monthly, so just the down payment, like no monthly interest stuff. Wait, let me just send you it again, cause I was like kind of confused, cause I tried it on the deal sniper and it came out to like infinity. It said like infinity term length. So I was like, let me see.
So let me make sure I'm on the same page while you're sending that to me. You
Okay.
have is this a deal you have under contract and you're
Ye-
talking about the buyer or are you talking about your
Uh,
seller?
yes, sir. I have it under contract. This is the buyer, like his terms that he would like, but I haven't like had the chance to run the numbers or nothing because I know.
Oh, he wants to buy it with the Morby method. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, he wants to give you like what, 20, 25% down and then have them finance or they're
He
going to carry the rest of it.
Yeah, he likes to do. He's that when I was talking about that likes to do the 40 to 50% down. So I think he like that.
Okay. So he's taking a little step. Okay. All right. So
Yeah.
then what's your actual question? Does that work for the deal?
That's what I was gonna try to see when I use like deal sniper and deal machine calculator, because the way I was
Mhm.
doing it, I was probably doing it wrong because I'm an
No.
infinite.
I don't think you're doing it wrong. So this calculator isn't calibrated for the Morby method, but that seems to be a little popular lately. So I'll probably end up adding it this weekend. But for
Okay.
right now, what are the terms that you have it locked up under for currently? Let's start there.
Currently, let me go to it. So I'll do screenshot this part. And then currently, I could just save it. Okay. This is currently this. Why is it not sending? I might have to copy and paste so you can like maybe see it better.
All right.
That's too small.
Okay, so so this is the deal that you originally gave them. So $333,000 purchase price.
Yeah, and then
Seller finance 302, $31,000 down payment, $800 monthly payment, 31-year length, and it's a $5,000 EMD inspection period in 7 days, 5-year balloon. Okay, cool. So now that I see what you got that under contract for, what
yeah,
is the buyer offering?
that second screenshot, he said, well,
Oh,
he
you see
really
it
wants
too?
me because he was like, it's
Oh, I
not even
see.
worth 280K, and so basically, you said to put it at like 270K for like my offering to them, and
Right.
then give it to him for 280. So he
Okay.
wants 30K down and then 150K at the balloon, 3% interest, and if they like have a problem, bring it to 4 or 5% interest. But I'm pretty sure he still say he wants like 0 monthly still.
He wants 0 monthly.
Yeah, I was like, I didn't know how to make
Hmm.
that work though. I never.
So zero, I mean, it depends on the seller, right? It depends on if
Yeah,
they're okay with that. So, and you are giving them essentially $110,000 extra on the
yeah.
down payment. So it's going from 30,000 to 140. So what he's asking for is to put down $140,000 to you or to the seller, and then no interest, no payments.
Oh, let me
But then
see.
where's this 3% coming in that he's
Like he,
talking about?
um, 3%, like 3%. I guess he wants me to say he wants me to offer them 3% interest on it. But if they have a problem, then do 4 or 5%.
Right. But here's the thing: 3% interest on what? The entire purchase price?
Um, yeah, I think so.
Okay,
Or
so hold on. You got to verify that with him.
okay,
Did he actually say the words he doesn't want a monthly payment?
yeah. Like, let me go to it. Cause I was asking him the other day. I was like, you mean $0? Like, let me go to it. I was like, where's it again? Let me just go to this part. So yeah, this is like the second time. This is the confirmation when he really said like he wanted 0 payments.
All right, let me see what he says. I can help control the flow. Some sellers get pushy and kill the deals. I ran a nationwide wholesaling company by myself for a few years before selling at the investor side. Experience this is a good deal if we can get on good terms with $0 payments though. So then what does he want the 3 to 4% on the purchase price? Because if he's talking about giving them 3 to 4% on the balance, which is the $150,000 that he's going to owe them at the balloon, that's only $4,500.
Oh yeah. I think he said like at the balloon he does like a certain amount of percent too. I think he said like 3 or 4. I think he said something like that. Like he does.
Okay, so he wants 3 or 4% on the remaining balance of the balloon. All right. So then here's what you need to do. First and foremost, because it doesn't matter that it's great that this guy's ready to move forward. That's fantastic. But you now need to go renegotiate. So let me tell you your pros and your cons.
Okay.
So first thing, you told them $333,000. Now you're dropping the price on them by what, $50,000, $60,000.
Yeah.
So that's one issue.
Yeah.
Then on top of that, it's not that you're dropping the price to 270,000, but then you're going to give them that, like, hey, here's your cash offer, walk away. You still want to do creative.
Yeah.
So you need to tell them that, and here's how you word it. Hey, I've got my first vetted buyer that wants to move forward with your deal. However, he's countered my offer. I'm going to let you know what it is, and then you let me know if you're would consider that, or if you want me to tell this guy to kick rocks.
Let me start typing right that first part.
When are you calling the real estate agent?
What am I call? Well, right now I can barely even like call them, to be honest. It doesn't even let me pick it up. Like right now I'm on the phone with a friend, but like I'm not even talking to him. But what's it called?
So when are you planning to call this real estate agent to have this conversation with them?
Right now we've just been discussing everything over text because my phone kind of broken.
Okay. So what you're gonna do, so then you can literally wait till the recording is done if you want. If you don't get all the notes, that's fine. I'm gonna record this. I'll send it to you.
Okay.
So what you're gonna tell them is you're gonna say, look, I got my first buyer that's interested in moving forward. However, he has countered the terms. I'm gonna let you know what he wants, what he said he'll pay. You let me know if you're interested, or if not, I'll tell this guy to kick rocks, and then I'll move on to my next buyer that's interested.
Okay.
And you're going to say, here's his offer. Instead of, and then you list your offer. So instead of a $333,000 purchase price with $302,000 seller finance, $31,000 down, and $800 a month over 31 years with a 5-year balloon, what he is suggesting is to give you a $130,000 down payment with a $270,000 purchase price.
Okay.
Because remember, your buyer said 140, but 10 of that is yours.
Okay.
That's your assignment fee.
Yeah.
And then he's also agreed to give you 3% on the balloon at closing, which would come out to about $4,500 extra. But he wants no monthly payments during that balloon period. And then be quiet after you give him the terms. And here's the thing: the real estate agent is going to say, "Okay, I'm going to bring it to him. Let me check." Or they may say, "Oh yeah, no, they're not going to take that." But you got to deliver the numbers.
Because the reason he went so low, he was like, I'm really trying to like do what he can, because like it seems like he doesn't really know a lot of people out there, and there's, I guess I've texted some other people, but they're not really interested in the property either. So like,
why though? Are you asking why?
I guess they said they just don't like the area, so I guess like the Converse, Texas area, I guess, or just that specific. Like,
okay, so yeah, it very well could be the area, but yeah, so that's the next step. You need to tell the real estate agent, hey, here's the first offer that I got. It's not exactly what we have it under contract for, so I'm going to give you the terms. You let me know if it works. If it does, I'll send you an amendment. If it doesn't work, I'll tell this buyer to kick rocks, and then we'll move on to the next one.
Okay,
that's how you word it.
Okay.
And then you reiterate your offer and then say, here's what he's offering. He's offering a $130,000 down payment instead of a $30,000 down payment.
Mm-hmm.
He wants a purchase price of $270,000. He thinks that the price originally listed was already a little bit too high. So he came down to $270,000. And then he'll still do the 5-year balloon, but he wants no interest, no payments. And then he'll give you 3% interest on the balloon amount at closing. So your balloon amount is looking to be about $140,000, and then you would make about $4,500 extra on top of that when the balloon comes due.
Okay.
And then wait for an answer. If they say, yeah, we'll take it, then I would send a new contract at that point. You can send an amendment, but you're going to be doing the same amount as just sending a new contract.
So wait, will we have to so would they have to rewrite their contract then? The one
it would, if they wrote it up, then it'll be up to them. And if they want to put that on an amendment and have you sign it, cool. If they want to send you a new contract with the new terms and have you sign it, cool. Either way, it's the same. If you were sending out the contract or the amendment, I would suggest for you to just send out a new contract. But if they're doing it, then yeah, let them do it. That's up to them.
Got it. Okay. So could I like is there like a way so I can? Oh, do you think that would be like a good offer what he's putting up right now? Because like going on Deal Machine, because I wouldn't even.
What was the property listed for originally? Before Deal Sniper added its money to it.
It's $295,000.
I mean, it's still $25,000 less than what they originally had it listed for. But if they're already open to creative financing, then chances are they may want to jump at the fact of getting $130,000 down instead of just $30,000. That's $100,000 difference. It's a big number.
Yes, sir.
So, I mean, again, that's your offer. So it doesn't matter if you or I think it's a good deal.
Yeah.
You're under the same situation as the real estate agent. You told them you're going to vet the buyers and then report results. This is your first offer on the property. Report the results. They're not going to get mad at you. It's not your offer. You gave them your offer. You're just saying, hey, I found a buyer and he looked at the original listing. He thought it was a little overpriced when it was listed, but here's what he's willing to do. And then text it to him. And then this is yes or no. And then and at the end, that's when you add the line. Let me know if your sellers will consider that or if they want me to tell him to kick rocks. And then I'll just move on to the next buyer that may be interested. Because then now it's you and the realtor versus your buyer. So now if anyone is angry, you're standing next to the realtor. So that's not going to be pointed at you and potentially, make the foundation of the deal shaky.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
All right, cool. Was that your only question or did you need something else? I'm here until you need me or until you don't need me. So
okay, so basically, yeah, just text him the down pay, like just text him exactly what that guy told me, basically, except add more words. I'll just be like, this way.
Yeah.
130.
And I can literally get you this recording. I think I can get you this recording because it's a little shorter. I can get it to you in probably an hour. So if you can wait an hour, you can literally re-listen to this thing as many times as you need to.
Okay. I think that should, because I think that should be it. That should be it. Because I would just trying to see if there was a way to manually like do these numbers because I didn't know what I'm looking at.
No, because this calculator and Deal Sniper are meant for less than 10% down. This guy's doing like 50% down. But I do think that we are going to add the Morby method calculations onto this calculator, and then eventually it'll be in Deal Sniper. Like I said, I'll probably have that added this weekend.
Okay. Then I got to the 15th of May to close this, so I'm gonna go ahead and after you, send the recording, then I'll go ahead and offer with this guy.
Cool.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. Give me about an hour.
Yes, sir.
Not a problem. I'll talk to you later, man. Good job.
Thank you. You too.
All right. See you.